Hey, Elijah. Who cares? Let them stay locked up. The police will be here by then, and there are 2 dead bodies in the study. Okay. You know, there was a 4th ending for that movie. They filmed it, but it didn't match the rest of the movie, so they took it out. I think you can read it in the novelization of the book, or the novelization of the movie. No. The only photographic evidence that ending even was filmed was apparently, like, back in the 80s, they came out with like a like, I don't want to say picture book, but like they came out with a like a God, I don't know how to fucking describe it. But it was basically like a still out. Wait. Again, not a picture book, but kind of like one of those, like, you flip through the book and it shows you about the movie and shit like that, you know. Anyway, there's like one single frame from it in that book. But it's basically an ending where Wadsworth, Tim Curry, he poisons everybody in the movie. Like, all the brandy or fucking champagne or whatever they've been drinking all night was poisoned. You know, there's that line earlier in the movie where, like, maybe she was poisoned. You know, that. It relates back to that. And fucking big. It was like so dark where they were just like, well, let me fucking pull it up real quick. Clue. I mean, I see why they took it out, but like, also, it's just one of those things I want to see out of fucking. Um, 3 endings were shot, and a different one was shown at each theater. Oh wait, that's the. Let's see, where's it at? Where's the 4th one at? 2000 cancer movie. Fucking, where's the information on the fucking 4th ending? Come on. For a board game to movie. Yeah, like I said, I've always liked it. You know? Where the fuck is it? Ah, here it is. There was actually a 4th ending, scripted and shot, in which Wadsworth committed all the murders out of a twisted need for perfection in his life. He reveals that he poisoned everyone with a slow-acting toxin in their drinks. It ended with Wadsworth being killed by the dogs as he attempted to escape by car from the house. The rather grim nature of the ending is probably why it was never released. It was never shown because the filmmakers thought the ending would have been too obvious. It only survives in the novelization and the storybook. That's the word I was looking for, which features a single photo from the ending: the chief punching Wadsworth in the stomach. It's Charlotte Flair. But you can read it in I got the novelization upstairs. I found it at Half Price Books one time. So I bought it. Or did I buy it online? I don't know, one of the two. Wow, I'm actually going to need to buy gummies soon. Fuck. Still a cool ending. Yeah, it sounds okay. But considering that we had all this comedy in the fucking movie, and then all of a sudden it's just like, I've killed you all. I'm leaving. You know, like it's kind of a weird fucking Saw Genesis is a multiplayer only. Fuck that game. Yeah, see, man. This is why we can't have nice things. And plus, it's set in World War One or two. It's set in one of the World Wars, which I'm just like, what? You know, I was just like, okay. I'm getting tired of them making all these games where you have to pay an extra fee just to play. I was like, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. All right, not a big Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan, but this looks like a cavalcade of fun. They're like, you have to have PlayStation Plus, though, if you want to play it. I'm just like, never mind. You know? Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I'm like, okay, all right. Never saw the movie, but all right, this sounds like fun. You got to have PlayStation Plus, though, to play it. I'm like, never mind. You know? Ash versus the Evil Dead. You can play as any of the Evil Dead characters. I'm like, all right, that sounds awesome. You got to have PlayStation Plus, though, to play it. I'm like, is there a Saw game for PS3? I thought it only came out on Xbox. I thought it was like an Xbox exclusive. I don't know. Did you see Scary Movie 6? Nope. I pulled some good stuff for tonight, man. I pulled out 2 collector sets. One of which I just stumbled across. I was like, oh fuck, I can't believe I stumbled across this in one of the boxes. So I was like, okay, fuck, I'll pull that. And then I pulled like another cool one. Plus I pulled, you know, I figure I pull out the Criterions. Been a while since we went through that. I got rid of some Criterion. Oh yeah, wait, I forgot one of my Criterions. Here we go. I figure I pull out some Criterions. Figure we go through them. Plus I got a stack of shit. I thought it was a small stack, but considering how I ramble when I get high, you know, like fucking, I think I found a Cheech and Chong movie that fucking Jason does not have. I found some unique stuff while rummaging through my stuff last night. So, where'd you get that trident behind you, Will? Death Punch sent that years ago because that used to be like a running gag on the lives, like back in 2020. Now we just wait for fucking Death Punch or David to show up first, and I'll pop these gummies and fucking we'll get going. Fucking, I'll pop them now. Fuck it, just so we can get going. Oh, while we're waiting, wait a minute. While we're doing this, I gotta show y'all something that's amazing. Hold on. Hopefully, y'all haven't stumbled across it yet, but hold on. Are y'all familiar with this? Hold on, let me pull it up here. I'm sure y'all are, but let me pull it up because I have all the. I think I got one that you don't. In fact, here, I'll show it to you real quick. because you like to disappear and shit. So, like, I'm pretty sure. Do you have this one? Oh, the Corsican Brothers. Oh, you do? Oh, okay. I'm impressed. All right. Very good. Very good. I'm surprised you have that one. All right. I didn't think you had that one. All right. Are we all familiar with this song?
The confusion that was hers belongs now. Take the baby down the hall.
Yeah, we're familiar with this. All right. Oh shit, you got it on Blu-ray. Oh shit, you're one up on me. Shit, I don't even have it on Blu-ray. Fuck. All right. I'm about to show y'all. I'm about to fucking show you. I've been listening to this on repeat. Let me find. Fuck, come on, man. I'm just gonna skip ahead so we don't listen to the whole thing here. All right, this is gonna be incredible. I'm telling you.
The confusion sets in before the doctor can even close the door. Lightning crashes and no mother dies. Her intentions fall to the floor.
It gets better.
The angel closes her eyes. The confusion that was hers belongs now to the baby down the hall. Oh, now I feel it coming back again, like a rolling thunder chasing the wind. Forces pulling from the center of the earth again. I can feel it. Lightning crashes, a new month.
Dude, that shit's fire. I came across it last night on Facebook, man. It's on Apple Music, man. I was bumping that shit on the way to like grocery shopping and shit today. She's so good.
This moment she's been waiting for. The angel opens her eyes. Pale blue colored iris presents a circle, puts her glory out to hide. Oh, now I feel it coming back again, like a rolling thunder chasing the wind. Forces pulling from the center of the earth again. I can feel it. I can feel it.
All right. We get it. Hey, Taylor. Well, duh. We all know who sings Lightning Crashes. I have a song, but I'll wait for more people to show up. All right. I'm trying to find it's an AI, by the way. That's AI, in case y'all don't know. I've been trying to find what software he used for. Oh, I wrote a song. By the way, I forgot to tell you guys that. Me and Claude, we wrote a song. Let me see if I can. I don't think there is one. I've never done a full run through of it. Let me see if I can find like a fucking instrumental of it. I might be able to do it with that. All right. All right. Here, yeah, let me pull up the lyrics. Yeah, I forgot all about that. I can't believe I didn't tell you guys about this. All right. Let me pull it up here. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Stacy's dad has added up to here. Stacy's dad has added up to here. Stacy's dad has had it up to here. Stacy's dad has had it up to here. Stacy, where is he been after school? After school. That kid keeps hanging around our pool, around our pool. I saw him staring when your mom walked by. Your mom walked by. Son, I don't know what you want, but I've got my eye. Got my eye. It still needs work. Got my eye. You know I see you looking and I know you came. Don't play dumb with me, boy, I know why you came. Stacy's dad has had it up in here. He's not getting away from here. Stacy can't you see me to tell eventually. I know Stacy's good, but he's not finished Stacy's dad. Alright, I'm not real good with the instrumental, but you get the point. You know. I never did a full run through of it. That's why I was kind of like rough there, but it's basically Stacy's mom, but told from the dad's perspective, and he's pissed. Ooh, and the crickets are loud on that one. Yeah, it still needs work. Like, Claude wasn't getting the beats that I wanted. Like, I was just like, fuck, dude. You know, so. I think I might feed Claude the fucking books again and see if he wants to and make him write a song about the books, about those two characters. See what it comes up with. I can't follow that. Well, duh. You know. Fucking the rest of it, hold on, is just fucking. Let me do it without the music, and I can do it better. Kid, do you remember when you mowed our lawn? Mowed our lawn. She brought you lemonade and carried you on. Carried you on. I was watching from the window, saw the whole thing. Saw the whole thing. Put your eyes back in your. Oh no. Put your eyes back in your head. You don't know who you're dealing with. Who you're dealing with. And I know that you think that she was being nice. But I'm telling you right now, boy, you better think twice. Yeah, there it is. Stacy's dad has had it up to here. She's not for you. Now get away from here. Stacy, can't you see? You need to tell that boy to. That's the part we really needed to work on. It was like really different right there. That you need to tell that boy. It was really different. It just was not fitting. You know. But yeah, oh yeah. So I was trying to find the software that made that. We were actually working on that the other night. You missed it. We were trying to find stories that I could turn into a horror story. One of them was the elevator game, I think is what we wrote down. If I can find my notes. I know we wrote down the elevator game. I don't know if we wrote down anything else. Yeah, the elevator game. We wrote that down. And here is, I'm going to hold it far away so y'all can't really hear it, but I have some notes written down for the very first and probably only episode of the Stories No One Asked for a podcast that I will probably do high. I've been wanting to do at least one episode high because if y'all notice, I've been like fucking numbering the podcast really differently lately because I lost track of them. Every time I try and like number it, it's the wrong number. I'm like, oh, it's episode 34. And then I go and I'm like, oh, fuck, it's supposed to be 35. And then, like, when I eventually go make another one, I'm like, okay, fucking 34 this time. We got it. 34. And I go and it's just like, fuck, it's not 34. So I just started titling like fucking episode, huh? You know, episode what? So that one's going to be episode 420. You know, so. No, because like Kane, again, like I've said 100 times before, unless I can bring, if it's been done, then I don't want to do it. You know, I don't think the elevator game has been done in book form, so I don't want to do it. And besides Backrooms, I can't bring anything new to that. That like, like Kane Parsons has perfected that. You know, so I'm not going to touch the Backrooms. I can't bring anything new to that, nor do I really want to. I mean, it's a good story. I like the back rooms and everything, but like, I that's not a story where I'm like, man, I need to get in on this. You know, Will, guess who I emailed yesterday for an autograph? Knowing you, fucking Andre the Giant. Oh, Cyndi Lauper. I dig Cyndi Lauper. And I'm waiting on a change of heart. Yes, I'm waiting on a change of heart. See if I can get anything back though. I went through my autographs the other night when I was picking up down here and like actually looked at the ones I kept and I was like, oh, okay, so I did keep some of the ones, because some of the ones I was like, did I keep that? And like some of the ones that I thought I kept, I didn't. Like there was one that I was just like, fuck, I thought I kept that, and I gave it to Chad, or not gave it to, but I sold it off to Chad, and I can't remember what was it? Fuck, I can't remember. But there was one where I was like, did I fucking sell that? And I was like, fuck, I did. Anything that was the only one that got personalized to me that I accidentally sold to Chad was the one Marissa gave me. Because Marissa had photos of her done, and she gave me one, and she addressed it to Will, but I accidentally sold it to Marissa, so I was like, fuck. I just didn't feel like getting it out of the box again. I was like, fuck it, it's already packed. I'm not digging through that box to get it out. I think I still have a Marissa somewhere around here. Oh, shit. I have a Uma Jolie. Fuck. I'm finding autographs I didn't even know I fucking had. Huh. Put that in the adult stack over here. Hey, Diana. Look, it's even got an authenticity right there. Oh, yeah. Fuck. Yeah, fuck. I forgot I saw Brian Knobs. Fuck. Oh, yeah. Here's my two artists, Jake the Snake Roberts. Two artists, greatest man in the world, James Ellsworth, Roadblock. Oh, I forgot I kept my Lola Vices. Forgot I kept that. I could probably sell that to Erica for like fucking $50. Oh, I forgot to cover those up. Whoa. Can't show those. Ah, there's my Marissa. There it is. I was like, I know I have another personalized Marissa down here. No, Brian Knobs is not addressed to me, but Brian Knobs I'm keeping. Brian Knobs is like one of my favorites. I love Brian Knobs. I did have another Brian Knobs, but I think that one did get sold to Chad, and that's why I kept that one. Or maybe it didn't. Hold on. Oh yeah, I did, because it also had Carrot Top and Psychosis with it. Yeah, so it went to Chad. Why don't WWE put Brian Knobs in the games? Fucking, I don't know. No, I don't think they do. I want to say they have a bad relationship with WWE, but I don't think they do. I'm just seeing if there's any other wrestling ones hiding in my adult stack here. Oh, okay. I was like, I don't even remember who the fuck this was. I remember who. Okay, I remember. Oh yeah, I heard about that. I was like, what is Stratus Zelnick? And then I read the comment above it. I was like, is that like that Family Guy joke? Like Zelbert Kella? The only way to get rid of him is to read his name backwards. No. I still can't get over how hard Alex Trebek went for us before he died. He didn't have to do that for us, and he did. Motherfucker had pancreatic cancer, had sores in his mouth and shit, and still did Jeopardy for us to the day he fucking died. Yeah, he's a legend. Like I said, and he didn't have to. That's the thing. He didn't have to. He could have been like, "I got cancer. I'm out, guys. I'm out. I can't daily double fucking shit anymore. I gotta go." No, he said, "Fuck it. Let's roll." He went till it was his fucking final Jeopardy and shit. That motherfucker. Mm. They could come out with a news story tomorrow where they'd be like, we found an old story where fucking Alex Trebek once kicked a nun. I'd be like, I don't care. He went too hard for us. That's a hot take. You damn right it is. Yeah, Ken Jennings took over for him. One of the Ken Jennings who went on, like, what was it, like a 75 game win streak? Something like that. Which is what I said. The second he died, I was like, if they replace him, Ken Jennings should take over. Did you ever mail your mom your second book? I haven't, because they were in the process of moving to another place. So yeah, he's actually pretty good. Yeah, I don't mind Ken. Ken's okay. It was Ken. It was two hosts for a while. It was Ken Jennings and Mayim Bionic from Blossom/Big Bang Theory, and then something happened. We're still unclear what it was, but Mayim Bionic was out, and it was Ken Jennings full time. But the second fucking Trebek died, I'm like, if they replace him, it's got to be Ken Jennings. So it's one of those things where, like, called it. What's in the box? What's in your box? Yellow letters. Beside your yellow letters. What's in that box beside book? Huh? Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out too. Oh, you mean this? He said yellow letters. So this? Lies. All right. Yes. That's a Tina Fey and Amy Poehler action figure set from Saturday Night Live. I thought it would be an ICP action figure of Jamestown Bob. Get comfortable for this. And why would you think that? I thought you have one of Jay and Silent Bob or ICP. No, he didn't beat 007. He played the first 2 levels and went and watched the rest of it online. He said, fuck that game. No, I'm close to the end of Directive 2020. Well, good. Let me know when you're done with Directive 8020. Then we'll talk. I love YouTube. I love it so much. Directive 8020, I doubt I'd beat. I don't know why. That's just blasphemy right there. Although I read what the other ending was of Life is Strange Reunion. Like at the end of Life is Strange Reunion, you had the option to fucking either, like Moses sends Chloe a letter and says, hey, I found that picture that Max was actually looking for and shit, where she could go back if she wanted to. And Chloe has the option of either tearing it up or giving it to Max. Well, obviously I chose to fucking tear that shit up because we gave it to Max. Max is just gonna fucking, and that's what she does. Like if you give that photo to fucking Max, fucking Max uses the photo, goes back into it, and leaves Chloe. And I was like, that is terrible. Like, oh my God, you would make us go through this whole fucking game, this whole fucking reunion, and then like split them up again? Like, I am so glad I made the right choice on that, because if I would have saw that, I would have lost my goddamn mind. Yeah, next week we're going to be playing Blair Witch. Blair Witch was actually the first game that I finished while live streaming. So we're going to do Blair Witch next week. That one might not take as long because I remember a lot of that game. So like it may not take as long to fucking finish. And then we'll do a Autopsy Simulator, the story mode, because apparently there's a story mode and it's quite intricate. So we'll do that. I know, out of all these fucking games that they showed coming out, the only one that is remotely fucking interesting to me is Until Dawn 2. And even that, I'm just like, why is it on an island? Hey, David, what's up, man? We're just about to start here. We're waiting for you or Death Punch to show up, one of the two. Yeah, there's actually, the first time I played it, there was actually a couple moments in there. I'm like, motherfucker. You know, like the game one, that is. David's here now. I got to clarify. Let's get something going. I'm feeling the gummies work their way in. Let's start with the criterions. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the criterions. I just want to show you the criterions that I own. I do own Chase and Amy, which is probably the most common fucking criterion you could probably get. That and The Life Aquatic with Steve Zuzu. but I don't have that one. Jason actually bought me this one last year, but I haven't got to watch it yet. Naked Lunch. I haven't got to watch that one yet, though. I want to. I haven't seen that one. I only want to watch this because of the Simpsons joke. There's an episode of The Simpsons where Bart gets a fake ID and they're like, let's go see a rated R movie. And they come out of Naked Lunch and they just look at the title and they're just like, I can think of two things wrong with that title. You know, so I'm like, what the fuck is this movie? You know, so I put it in the wish list and Jason was nice enough to get it for me for high on Christmas this year. John Waters is Polyester. You know, I've just come to realize that if it ain't fucking Crybaby, Serial Mom, Hairspray, John Waters just in for me. You know, like I actually forgot to turn. I think does this one have the? No, this one doesn't. I do have a DVD copy of it somewhere that actually has the Smell-O-Vision card. I don't even know where that fucking DVD. Did I get rid of it? Maybe I sold it already. I don't know. If I come across it, I'm sure. But Polyester, I was like, it was just fucking weird. I don't know. This was so I could be a completionist. I had the complete series show, and I was just like, well, if I'm gonna get Fire Walk with Me, I'm gonna get the Criterion because it has all of the the hour and a half of deleted scenes that's cut like a fucking movie. So I'm just like, well, fuck, I'm gonna get that one. You know, I gotta get that. I've seen it once, but like, you gotta understand, I've seen season 1 of Twin Peaks one time, and I didn't fucking get it. Then I watched this, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? You know, so like, I've been telling myself I need to fucking watch Twin Peaks again. You know, now that the new one came out a few years ago, you know, the new limited series and shit. I've seen season 1 like 3 times. I'm so slow. Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. I watched it one time and then, you know, fucking Kyle MacLachlan. I love Kyle MacLachlan, man. You know, like fucking, and then like fucking the end of season 1, he's like, hold on, there's someone at the door. Fucking, you know, it's just, what? You know, and then I was like, maybe the movie will answer some questions, even though it's a fucking prequel. But it didn't. It was like a fucking horrible episode of Lost. It just left me with more fucking questions than goddamn answers. You know? Well, we'll save that one for later. We'll save that. Okay. Yeah, we'll do these. We'll do these later because I actually have more to say about those. This one, I've never seen it, but I found it at the fucking Goodwill for like $2. But I hear it's good. You know, the Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I hear it's good. You know, AVGN did a parody of it for his Vegas Stakes review. So I figured the Criterion, you know, if you're going to buy it, if you come across the Criterion for $2, you don't fucking get the fucking shitty Universal release. You get the fucking Criterion edition. Okay? Another one that I've been wanting to see, and again, I just haven't, that's why it's still sealed. My sister got it for me this year, but Time Bandits. Oh, man, this one's broke. Motherfucker. Yeah, that's fine. John Cleese is in it. I like John Cleese. John Cleese is somebody that I'm just like, if I see him in a movie, more than likely something's going to turn out. The way people feel about Tim Curry. You know, people are like, oh, Tim Curry's in this? Well, fuck, it might be worth something. You know, that's how I feel about John Cleese. I'm like, this movie might be shit. And it's like, John Cleese is in it. I'm like, something might happen. You know, that's how I feel. You know, I always heard reviews about this fucking movie, and you know, I've seen so many reviews. So when I was just like, oh, I'm going to buy this movie and watch it and see what all the hubbub is about. Then I saw the online prices, and I was like, not a chance in hell. I've seen probably more reviews on this movie than I probably should have. And I still haven't even watched the movie, and I own it. But I saw it at Half Price Books one day, so I just went ahead and picked it up. Salo, or the 120 Days of Sodom. I just know it. I picked it up for $20. I was just like, fuck it, it's here. I don't have to pay like fucking $50 for it online at the time. So I was just like, fuck it, $20. I'll buy it right now. Yeah, I hear it's nuts, man. You know, I hear it's fucking crazy. People are like, you know, on that crazy movie Iceberg, you know, like this and Serbian film are in there. You know what I mean? All right, let me put these down. I'm running out of room up here. I've seen one of these movies before, and I'm like, I want to watch all fucking three. Jason, you seen any? He gone. I would bet dollars to donuts he's gone. What was the last thing he said? I bought a game yesterday, Mafia. That's it. That's it. Once game talk was over, he was like, fuck this noise. I'm leaving. Hold on, I dropped some. I thought he was there for the fucking... In the words of one of my friends, you thought wrong, motherfucker. But anyway, I saw one of these movies, and I've been wanting to see the other ones that go with it. I'm just lazy when it comes to watching movies these days. But and I want you guys to know that like the video store that I go to every Friday at the mall, you should message them on Facebook and be like, "What the fuck, man?" But when he first opened and had this set, because he sells the boutique titles like Arrow, Kino Lorber, fucking crazy. He sells those brand new, not just the used shit that I buy. When he first had this in his store, $99. I was just like, damn, I'm glad I got mine on sale. I got mine during a Criterion sale, which was, and at the time, this is the DVD version, not the Blu-ray. This, I got it for $50. You know? So I made out like a bandit on this one, in my opinion. But yeah, I've seen actually Before Sunrise. When I was working at Blockbuster, it came out, and I was like, this sounds good. I had no idea it was part of a fucking trilogy. Or at the time, duology. It was the second one. It was long before After Midnight, or Before Midnight. Yeah, Before Midnight. You know? But yeah, and I was trying to find like a used version of this on eBay before I eventually bought one new, but like fucking good luck. Let's do... let's get this one out the way. Blue is the warmest color, which I talked about in my podcast. I took some inspiration from this movie to make Between Dreams and Waking, Chasing Dreams and Reality. Particularly the blue hair color, you know, and how I just wanted something that made the main character stand out. But overall, the movie itself, I like the movie itself, but like the ending just makes me so fucking mad. You know, I'm just like, no, that's not how this fucking movie should end. You know, I'm surprised it's in your favorite fucking movie of all time, considering what happens in this fucking movie. How this movie got released as an NC-17 film, like, I'll never know. This should have been like, you know how like back in the day they used to like make pornos, and it'd be like straight fucking pornos, like fucking like straight, you know, you see P and the V and everything, and it'd be like a big marquee fucking movie, you know? Like, come see fucking John Holmes, and, you know, and he'd be fucking people on screen. This was basically that in NC-17. There was a love story, but there was just straight fucking in this movie. And I was just like, I was not prepared for that. You know? I'm not going to bitch about nudity in movies or anything, but I was just unprepared for the amount of fucking... Like, this is the closest to a porno without it being called a fucking porno that you will ever fucking see on film, I think. At least I've seen. I've heard other movies like Short Bus and Nymphomaniac are like fucking very hardcore, you know? But don't get me wrong, it's a great movie. I really like the movie. I just didn't like the ending because I was just like, why is it ending this way? You know? And like I said, I took some inspiration from it to make my book. One of my favorite movies of all time actually made it to the Criterion. Night of the Living Dead. And the last I checked, if you're really serious, if you do want to check it out, the last I checked, it was free on Tubi. I don't know if it's still on there, but it's free on Tubi if you want to fucking check it out. But Night of the Living Dead, I think this is the Blu-ray version, right? Yeah, this is the Blu-ray version. I did find my box with all of my, I have so many different versions of Night of the Living Dead on DVD, but I really didn't think I would find that interesting. I really didn't think I would find that interesting, so I didn't pull all those, because I have so many different. I have like fucking 7 different. I have like 7 different versions on DVD plus this one. So. And the last of the Criterions here is a movie that probably you guys haven't heard of, but like fucking, I discovered it on one of those like most disturbing movies list. You see on fucking YouTube, and I saw the movie, and the concept of it sounded really good. And then at the time, this is like, I wouldn't say at the time, but back then you could find certain movies on YouTube for free. And this is one that I found, like somebody just uploaded the movie, and fucking, it was actually a really good flick. I fucking fell in love with it and found out it was in the Criterion. So I found it cheap on eBay one night. So I went out and got it. Man Bites Dog. If you don't know what Man Bites Dog is, about a group of filmmakers follow around a serial killer. And basically he shows how he kills people, like how he breaks into their house and how he gets in without being traced. And it's a French film, just so we're clear here. And it's a fucking wild movie, man. There's some wild shit in here, man. But it is a great fucking movie. Classic, the best zombie ever. I'd say that. I would definitely say Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead are up there as probably 2 of the best. Nobody for Man Bites Dog? You haven't watched it yet? I'm telling you. I think for those who have HBO Max, it's on HBO Max. The last I checked. So if you have HBO Max, this is fantastic. It's in black and white, and it's just, if you've ever seen, there's a movie called The Last Horror Film Ever, where it's basically the same plot, just in color and everything. There's some slight differences, but if you've seen that, it's kind of like this as well. All right, so that's it for the Criterions. And it's just Elijah and Death Bomb. Yeah, I want to pull something cool out and show y'all, man, but what time is it? So, all right, if y'all remind me at 7 o'clock, I'll pull out one of the cool sets and fucking show y'all something cool. Okay, but you guys have to remind me at 7 o'clock. All right, so in 12 minutes or whatever 7 o'clock would be in your fucking time frame. Okay. Let's go with. Okay, yeah, fuck it. Come on, one of my favorite movies ever, man. I will say though, I think I've told this story before, but like the first time I watched it, I didn't get it. I didn't really fucking. I was just like, it's dumb. Not dumb in the fun way. But then upon a second viewing, me and Justice, was it me and Justice or by myself? Oh no, I watched it with Justice and I didn't get it. And then I watched it on my own. I don't know how I ended up watching it on my own, but that's when I was just like, "Oh, this is fucking funny." Okay, I get maybe. I think it was because Justice was really trying to sell me on it. I think that's what it was. He was like, "Dude, it's the fucking funniest movie," and that's probably why the first time it didn't take. That could have been why, because he was really trying to sell me on it at the time. Because he saw it before me and shit. So I think like when I fucking sat down and watched it, I was like, okay. But, and like that's how I feel about. See, this is what media night is. I trail off and shit. Like another one. Like I think I may have told you guys this before, but Superbad. When I watch Superbad, there's conversations that those characters have where I just looked at it, I was like, fucking, this is like me and Justice on film. You know, we have had these fucking conversations and everything. And I told Justice this. I was like, dude, have you seen that movie Superbad? And he's like, no. And I'm like, dude, you gotta watch it. There's scenes where, like, I swear to God, it's me and you on film. And he's like, whatever, Will. You know, fucking. I shit you not, like a couple of years go by. Maybe 2 years after the fucking movie comes out. And he we're talking one day, and he's just like, oh, dude, you remember that movie Superbad? I was like, yeah. And he's just like, I just recently watched it. And I was just like, yeah. He was like, dude, that movie's me and you. I was like, motherfucker, I told you, man. That movie's like me and you on fucking screen. There's like a fucking scene where they're sitting in the cafeteria. And Michael Cera's like talking to him seriously, like, hey, you know, we really need to fucking do this and everything. And Jonah Hill's just sitting there like, Justice used to do that shit. And it would fucking drive me up the wall. You know? Like, I'm sitting there trying to be serious. Like, and I'm like, I'm going to fucking hit. When I saw that in theater, I was just like, oh my God, I just want to punch him. You know? Because he used to do that fucking shit to me. You know? So, like, maybe that's why, dude, after all these years, I finally unlocked that memory. Because, like, I remember us watching. He's like, it's funny, huh? It's fucking funny. And I'm like, yeah, it's fucking funny. You know? So, I don't know how the fuck we're still friends. But yeah, somehow I watched it on my own. That's when it finally clicked, right? Because I still think when he rips apart the fucking the fast food box, I still think that's the funniest fucking thing. You know, like I still laugh out loud at that. You know. I showed this one a little bit earlier to see if Jason had, but the Corsican Brothers. The best part of this fucking movie is where he's like, hey man, it's me. He's like, it is. He's like, ow, it is. Like, fucking smashes the fucking bottle on his head just so his fucking brother will feel it and shit. You haven't seen this one. Oh, wait a minute. David, have you seen Clue? There's a bear shit in the woods. Good boy. All right. That's all I needed to know. Elijah just finally watched it today. Death Punch refuses to watch it. I think it's like that Justice thing where like I'm pushing him to watch it so he doesn't want to watch it and shit. You know? I don't know why I pulled this. Like y'all are gonna fucking know about it. Oh, here. Wait. I'll let David fucking reprimand somebody else other than me for once. He kept sending me pictures from the movie. I knew exactly where he was. Like he would just show Tim Curry at the door. Think about how many times in the movie that happens. Okay, but he sends me a picture of Tim Curry at the door. I'm like, that's when the cop shows up. You know, it's in my top 10 of fucking all time. Oh, really? That's in your top 10? That's like in my top 30. I'd say that's in my top 30. Never heard about it. Oh yeah, David. You gotta remember. I don't know if you noticed or not, but Elijah grew up living under a staircase. He's never had Dunkaroos. He's never used a fucking yak back. Motherfucker thought Tamagotchi was a Japanese dish. Insert clue gif of Wadsworth shuffling papers. Oh yeah, that's when fucking I'm not gonna stand here and wait for Wadsworth here to expose me. I am a homosexual, and I have to keep that private to keep my government job. Thank you. Oh fuck. Movie's fucking great. I'd be surprised if I'm not even gonna do any Alita. I just pulled it because I just saw it sitting on top of my fucking. I want someone to eat cheese with. Anybody? And now I'm going home to have sex with my wife. Who are you? I'm a plant. I thought men like you like to be called fruit. Funny. The hell is that? Fucking, it's directed by Jeff Garlin, and it has Bonnie Hunt in it, Amy Sedaris, Sarah Silverman. It's a little romantic comedy, you with fucking Sarah Silverman and Jeff Garlin. It's not bad, you know. And like the title is like there's like a scene in the movie where Sarah Silverman just randomly says like or like I think Jeff Garland kind of brings up like, and sometimes in life you just want to find somebody to have a picnic or eat this with or something. I don't know. It's been so long since I've watched the goddamn movie. And then Sarah Silverman just pops off the line of just like, I want someone to eat cheese with. And just Jeff Garland all excitedly is like, me too. You know, that's all I really remember from the fucking movie. It's been so long as I've watched it. You know, I don't know. I saw it just sitting on top of the box. I was like, I'll pull it. I'll see if anybody knows it. All right, let's do it. Garbage. So it begins. I'll give you credit. It only took you like fucking. We got through all the Criterions and 2 other movies before you said some negativity shit like that. So I'll give you some credit. All right, this next movie, I know David's gonna fucking tear me apart. So fucking, at least he got one out now. This one, he got one on fucking Elijah. Be like, what? You never watched Clue? You fucking idiot. This one he's gonna get me on. But like, I don't know why people hate this movie so much. You know, I went to the drive-in and saw it. People say this was during Adam Sandler's like down period, and like he did have a down period. I will agree to that. There's some fucking movies in there. I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? But like this one always comes up in that like, oh yeah, fuck Jack and Jill and bedtime stories and this movie, and I'm like, why? It's a funny flick, man, and I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. I dig it, man. I have a fucking great cast in here. Kevin James, Adam Sandler, Jessica Biel, Ving fucking Rhames, Dan Aykroyd is in here. Fucking Mike Totoro, fucking the Adam Sandler gang, you know, with Dante and fucking the other guy and fucking Nick Swartzen in here, Rob Schneider. I mean, like the cast in here is fucking great. And that's another thing. Why the fuck do we? I understand why we hate, you know, Rob Schneider now because of his fucking left wing fucking. Let me go to every fucking Charlie Kirk get together bullshit. But like, it's another one. I don't understand why we always hate it. Like, why do we always hate fucking Rob Schneider? What did he ever do? Rob Schneider was always cool in my book. You know, maybe the animals sucked. Because, like, you know, when everybody fucking brings up the fucking, oh, yeah, fuck, I have a fucking Rob Schneider movie in this, fuck, I had a whole Rob Schneider thing fucking fair tonight. You can be surprised, Will, because I thought it was good, and Jessica Biel half naked is where, yeah, that too. The fucking scene where fucking she's in the changing in the closet, fuck. David Spade. Ving Rhames is the best fucking part of this movie. Ving Rhames is fucking great, man. Like fucking, I know. Me too. And oh, fucking him singing "I'm Every Woman" in the shower. How is that not the funniest fucking thing ever? Go back and look at every Ving Rhames role you have ever seen in your fucking life, and tell me, him singing "I'm Every Woman" by Whitney Houston ain't the funniest goddamn thing. You know? The guy wanting to be accepted by the gay guys, like, hey, I'm a 10. You're not my type. You're like, oh my god, dude, this movie was just fucking hysterical. Oh, Steve Buscemi. Fuck, there's another name. Fucking. All right. Oh, speaking of Ving Rhames, fuck it. The Goods. Live hard, sell hard. You know, this is another one with a great cast that no one talks about, man. Catherine Hahn, Dave Koechner, Jeremy Piven, Ving Rhames. You haven't seen this one? Oh, this one's great, man. You know, he's got like a crew of salesmen and like he can sell anything and shit. Like if you go look at the whole first scene is just him on an airplane trying to smoke a cigarette. You've only seen the oh, you guys, you're missing out on this one. This one's great, man. You know, but David Koechner's in here, Catherine Hahn, what's his name? Rob Riggle. Remember when we thought Rob Riggle was going to be a thing? That was a fun month. There's somebody else I'm missing. Oh, fuck, I can't remember who, but I know Rob Riggle's in here. But it's a good one. Yeah, y'all should really watch it. If it's let me see if all right, let's do our stream lookup here. Let's see if The Goods is streaming anywhere. The Goods, live hard, sell hard. There it is. It's actually on Tubi for free. So if you guys haven't seen it, but like I said, great cast on here, man. Ving Rhames again. Hold on, it probably tells me on the back. No, it doesn't. I think Kim Hong is in here too. Ken Hong, the Asian guy. I think he's in here too. Man, what did I just pull 3 Ving Rhames movies in a row by mistake? Fuck, because Ving Rhames is in this fucking 7 o'clock. Oh, okay. All right, I'll let y'all pick. Black or purple? Oh, David's the divide. Black. I was about to say David's the deciding one. All right, I broke out this one of the special edition kits here because like I found a box with like a lot of my special edition kits and everything, and there was one particular I was like, where the fuck is this one? I know I own this one. So last night when I was looking for shit to pull for media night that we could talk and everything like that, I was like, what the hell is this? And I pulled it and I was like, oh, I'll be damn. There it is. Now, what the movie is, and then we'll get into the box and everything. But what the movie is, I remember the hype when it came out and everything, but I was very young when it came out. It's very young when it came out, and then when I was finally old enough, like when it was on DVD and everything, I finally just said, you know, finally, I'm gonna watch the fucking movie and see what the hype was, and fucking, I was like, whatever, you know. But as the years go on, I watch more reviews of it and shit, and I think the reviews of it are fucking entertaining to watch. So, Showgirls, the VIP edition. This is an amazing set. Everybody got AIDS and shit. That's all I think about now when I think about Showgirls. It's just like, everybody got AIDS and shit. Okay, and the kit comes with, hold on, I didn't think this part through right. I have to find all the fucking, yeah. So, of course, you get a deck of cards right here. So you can play drinking games with the movie. So for drinking games, of course, you need shot glasses. Showgirl shot glasses. And if you don't know what drinking games to play with, showgirls, boom, they give them to you right here. And then you get the movie, the NC-17 cut, because there are R-rated cut versions out there. And if that wasn't enough for you, how much? Oh, fuck. Hold on a second, guys. Still can't get over Jason disappeared right when movies started. He's like, no more video game talk. We're getting the fuck out of here. All right, sorry. Okay, and if that wasn't enough for you, I don't even think I can fucking show this, can I? Oh, yeah, I can. You get to pin the nipples on the pasty game if yes. I can't type right now. So if you're really hardcore about your fucking watching showgirls, you can also play pin the pasties on the stripper, and it comes with a showgirl's blindfold as well. I like I said, the movie's just fucking whatever to me. But this set right here, I stumbled into a good price, one day on, I think, Amazon or eBay, something like that. No, it had to be Amazon because I didn't start really shopping eBay until I moved here. So, yeah, I forgot. Sorry, I lost my train of thought on that. You should change the name of the video. Yeah, at this point, fuck. It sucks they don't make. Man, exactly, man. They don't make cool shit. No, they do. They just release it fucking in Australia, And I will say, like those, like Arrow and those Arrow sets. At least like they're putting effort into the features and everything, which is cool. And I know it's not as cool as like, oh, you get shot glasses and the purple that we'll look at later and everything. 8 o'clock. That one I don't need a reminder of. Fucking 8 o'clock. I'll show you guys the purple. But all right, sorry. I forgot what I was talking about. Fuck. Oh, making kits like that. So, like, I just think now that people would have to charge so much for them, in order for people to fucking give a shit. Like, I think when I got that, I got it for $10. I just stumbled into a good deal on Amazon. I got it for like $10. That's why I bought it. Maybe 15. But like now, like I'm pretty sure if they released that set now, it'd be like fucking $150. Like if like a company like like Arrow or something like. And don't get me wrong, I'm glad they're keeping physical. God damn it. I'm glad they're keeping it alive and everything, man. But like sometimes their prices, I'm just like fuck, man. All right. We caught that break in the middle of the Ving Rhames marathon I was having here. But this is another movie that people kind of shit on. And I probably watched this when I totally shouldn't have been watching it as a kid. But then growing up and actually watching, understanding stories, and then the cast in it and everything. I don't know. I always dug this movie, but whenever people review it online, they usually say it's dog shit. No, I wouldn't say dog shit. You know, there are some moments in here where you can just tell it's, you know, a fucking titty flick. You know, but I don't know. Striptease with Demi Moore? Burt Reynolds? Ving Rhames, of course. Robert Patrick? Rumor Willis? Wow, really? You should be ashamed of yourself, titty boy. I'm actually kind of stunned. I figured this was going to be, what was this, 1995 or 6? I figured this would be like, I was there first day opening. Fucking front row. I figured that's what was taking you so long. Fucking type up that goddamn story. Like, fucking, I was there front row, fucking with a jar of Vaseline and popcorn. If you saw the movie, you get that joke, but, you know, whatever. No, out of all the fucking titty flicks, there could be like a fucking side boob in a fucking movie, and Elijah's just like, saying it. Fucking 27 minutes, 14 seconds. Yeah, fucking, it's great. But fucking Demi Moore comes out in the scene and straight up fucking boom! And this motherfucker hadn't seen this movie? You're fucking kidding me. That is unbelievable. That'd be as shocking as Gene Simmons coming out saying, like, you know what? I've been lying. I'm really a virgin. Like, what? You know, like, fucking. Wow, that is fucking. What a revelation. What a revelation. Oh, yeah, fuck. Now I can. Fuck. I was just a few movies fucking too soon. But yeah, why the fuck? I understand why we hate Rob Schneider now. Now I got to do the same speech again. Sometimes I have bits prepared for some of these movies. Like, yeah, I don't understand why we always hated Rob Schneider. I feel like that's how it's always been. And I don't get it. I'm pretty sure you fuckers fucking don't hate Rob Schneider when you're using that "you can do it" fucking gif. Yeah, I bet you fuckers love him then. Yeah, Hot Chick. I like Hot Chick, man. There's actually a fucking music video on the DVD. Hopefully I can hold it. Oh, it doesn't even say. Oh, yeah, there it is. Zen music video, Starlight. That's a fucking dope ass song, man. I'd be bumping that shit in the car. This is one of the best comedies of. Man, y'all are just fucking saying shit tonight now that don't make no goddamn sense. Did I fucking take too many of these fucking things? Because now y'all are just saying fucking shit. Elijah's like, I've never seen striptease. Like, I thought fucking if there was spots on a fucking table to bet, and it's just like Hot Chick, what would David say? I would fucking put money. I would put money on fucking Eviscerate. I'd be like, fucking, it's gonna be Eviscerate, baby. Come on. And then fucking watching the chips just get pulled away from me after fucking David would say like one of the best things of the 2000s. Like, no, wait, what? Like what? Listen, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. Obviously, I have the fucking movie. I like it. The whole argument was just like, why did we always hate Rob Schneider compared to like why we hate him now? I always feel like it's just like, yeah, fuck Rob Schneider always, and I'm like, what? I always kind of liked him. I get why he's a pain in the ass now. I always felt he was trying to copy Pauly Shore. Pauly Shore. I don't know why I said that. So weird. I feel like that's how it is now. Because like whenever fucking something he probably like oh Rob Schneider appeared at like he came to one of those like Charlie Kirk fucking death halftime shows that his wife threw or whatever, and like fucking then they bring up that he was there and they're like, oh, he's fucking right wing or left wing, north wing, whatever the fuck it is, And then it's just like, yeah, and he also did these shitty movies and fucking he was on SNL, the skits, I'm just like, when do we always and he plays like racial stereotypes in movies, and I'm just like, it's a fucking movie, man. Like fuck that's I'm glad I had more to this argument than I gave off earlier. Like they get mad that he played the Asian priest in Chuck and Larry. Like it's a movie, fuckers. Like fucking y'all are still mad about Scarlett Johansson and Ghost in the Shell. Y'all should be more mad about that one than fucking Rob Schneider playing an Asian man. That's all I'm saying, man. Exactly. Like again, like I said, I understand why we hate him now. But I feel like when people talk about him, in a sense, it feels like we've always hated him and now it's just worse. That's how I feel. And I don't think it's like that. Like when the hot shit came out, the fucking movie was huge. People couldn't wait for the next fucking Rob Schneider laugh fest. Because people like The Animal, and I'll be honest, I don't like The Animal. I mainly watched it because first season Survivor contestant Colleen Haskell was in it. She was the co-star in that, and I kind of wanted to see if she could act. And considering she never did another movie after this, I guess she couldn't. And then I think The Animal was stupid. I'm sorry, I've never rewatched that fucking movie again. At least the hot chick I can fucking watch again. All right, this is a different kind of one I pulled out here. It's a weird DVD. But I actually watched it. There was some of it. I can't say I watched all of it. I watched some of it, and there's actually some interesting shit on here. 1001 classic commercials. The fucking best thing I saw on this is they had the Flintstone Winston cigarette commercials on here. And they're so fucking bizarre to see. Because I think, yeah, it's probably on YouTube, but like I actually have the fucking DVD of it and shit. There's actually steel books of this fucking out there. But like they have like the Fred Flintstone, Barney Rubble, Winston cigarette ad, and so fucked up. He's like, hey, bud, I love a good Winston cigarette non-filter. I'm like, this is so fucked, man. That it was just so normal back in this. I guess that's how like Gen Z feels about like our horrible shit in the 90s now, I guess, because like just seeing a cigarette ad with Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble is just so bizarre to me. Oh, you know what? Here's a bonus pull. Yeah, because you know what? Fucking, I want to talk about this movie. I saw it in a box sitting over there, so fuck it, I'm pulling it. Why did I grab two? I didn't need two. Look. Plus, this is how I found out that 7-Up was once called the Uncola. I never knew it was called that until I watched this. Okay. All right. I liked it. Pick it up later. It's good. Yeah. Trust me, I went into this movie with the lowest of fucking expectations. I mean, they couldn't have been any fucking lower. Because I played the game. It was either because of David or fucking Devin, one of the two, that said, "Oh, you should play on." I don't think it was David. Now I think about it. Pretty sure it was Devin. And I played the game and I got a sense for it and everything. So, but then they're like, it's not gonna be the same characters. I was like, all right, I guess we can live with that. And they're like, not gonna be the same story. And I was like, what the fuck are we? Why are we calling it Until Dawn? They're like, it takes place in the universe. I was like, all right, I can guess. Then the trailer came out, and I was like, fuck. I was like, I really don't know, man. This fucking does not sound good. Yeah, then I went and saw it, and it fucked hard. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty good. I saw what they were doing with it. There's fucking great references to the game. I believe I even saw a Dark Picture Anthology reference. I think I saw the desk that fucking the curator sits at. I guess just people just. This is a movie that you can attach to that meme of Michael J. Fox. Like, I guess you kids just aren't ready for that yet. Because this should have been big, in my opinion. I actually can't put that back in. Hold on a sec. Okay, sorry. All right, I'm gonna take a breather because it's just David and you, and I think David just stopped. David's like, "Fuck you and your Rob Schneider views." Oh, wrong. Still here. Okay, all right. I'll keep going. Then. Does anybody remember this? Joan of Arc with Lily. So, what happened to Lily Sobieski? She was another one that it seemed that she was going to be the next big breakout star, and then just poof, just disappeared. I haven't seen it. Wow. Oh, she had kids and quit acting. Oh, okay. But this was actually a made-for-TV movie, a story interpretation of Joan for Arc. Fuck me, man. Joan of Arc. Neil Patrick Harris is in here. This is like before his big comeback. and everything. Like, this was before, this was like, oh wow, there's Neil Patrick Harris. Like, this was before, his big comeback and Harold and Kumar, and then How I Met Your Mother. He's in here. But it's actually I remember it being a really good movie. So like I saw this like a long time ago in a $5 bin, and like I don't see them that much anymore. I think I saw one at the video store that I go to. I'm like, I wonder how much he charges for it. I think he charges $4.88 for it. So Joan is awesome. Yeah, like there's some the music in here is really good. Like whoever did the music for the movie is phenomenal. Fuck. I always like, ooh, I'm gonna pick that, and then like when I get to hear, I'm like, no one's heard of this fucking movie. I don't even know why I fucking picked it, but Tom Arnold, The Kid and I. Never heard of it. It basically stars Tom Arnold as a fictionalized version of himself, and he meets his neighbor who is a kid on Down syndrome, and like he wants to make a movie, and they end up making a movie, and there's like some other stuff. I think it had like a very limited theatrical run, not a big one, but it has like some people in it, like there's Shaquille O'Neal's in here, Henry Winkler, oh yeah, Shannon Elizabeth is in here, Joe Montana, Linda Hamilton, who's this one? Oh, Brenda Strong's in here. Yeah, Brenda Strong is in here. Plus, you know what the really cool thing about this is? They have like the soundtrack on the DVD. By which and by what I mean by that is they have like a section on the DVD where it has like the fucking list. They give you samples of the soundtrack is what I'm fucking saying here. And there's like what was it? There's a song on there that I want to say it's called Alfred Hitchcock Died Tonight. But I don't know. It's a fun, cute little movie about a guy who becomes friends with a kid with Down syndrome and they get to make a movie together. Plus, I like Tom Arnold. That's another one that people like to shit on. Like, why do we hate Tom Arnold? Remember when that was like a punchline and everything? Like, oh man, this is gonna be a great movie. It has Tom Arnold in it. Oh man, like, I like Tom Arnold. Tom Arnold to me enhances shit. That's like a spice in the spice cabinet that you fucking. It's like a secret spice you don't have. Like, this tastes really good. What'd you put in this? Some Tom Arnold? Like fucking. That's man. Fuck, movies are better with fucking Tom Arnold. Fucking 2012. I would have guessed like fucking 2004. It's like fucking. I thought it was long before that. No, because she was in Joyride in the glass house. The glass house is like the last thing I remember her being in. It's like Lily Sobieski, the glass house. And then like after that, it was just like fucking poof. No more Sobieski. I haven't seen that many Tom movies. Oh man, like Tom Arnold, The Stupids, fucking his scene in fucking Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. That's fucking worth the price of admission alone. His one scene in fucking Medea's Witness Protection, fucking phenomenal. Oh, say that again. Like. I should post that as a short, see if it gets some traction. See if it gets the Tom. Movies. Tom Arnold's The Secret Spice. Like, ooh, what is it? Is that some Tom Arnold? Oh, okay. All right. I'm going back on. Oh, Soul Plane. Yeah, he's great in Soul Plane. That's the only reason I like that movie. All right, if I'm going on the fucking like board again, I'm putting money on okay, I'm gonna split my money to hasn't watched to you like that movie? Question mark. That's where I'm gonna spin the wheel at. All right, but out of all the movies in this series, believe it or not, this is my favorite one. You know, the first Purge. Woo! Okay, I was half right. All right, I lost half my chips. You know, oh man, I like the first Purge. Oh god, and I've told that fucking story. Fuck this story. I'm not telling it again. But the first Purge I saw. I've only watched half of it for. Oh my god, dude! The Purge series is one of the rare series in movie history that actually improve with sequels, in my opinion. Okay, you may watch the first one and be like, "I ain't like it was good, but it could have been better." And that's kind of how I felt. You know, I was like, "This is good." I feel like it could have been fucking better. The second one, though, what was it? The Purge Anarchy. Whoo, boy! You're like, okay, this is what the first movie should have been, right? And then the third one, Election Year, that's when it's just fucking. They're just like, fuck it. At this point, they're just like, let's just fuck it. We have money now. Let's just fucking throw shit at it. You know, and then this one is like the prequel. That's why people get confused. This is the prequel, which I thought was fucking fantastic. You know, the Forever Purge, the less said the better. They should have just called that the Purge Cowboys versus Indians. That's all that movie is. Yes, there is a TV series. I've only seen season 1 because, like, why the Forever Purge tried it and it didn't work either. But season 2 of the TV show is supposed to be what happens after the Purge, and I'm just like, I have no fucking interest in that. I don't care what happens after the Purge. I don't give a fuck. No interest. So I didn't watch season 2. I don't give a fuck. Season 1's phenomenal because it takes place during the Purge. It's just fucking amazing. All right? And that's what the Forever Purge is about. The Forever Purge is about fucking what happens when people are like, fuck that. We're still going to do the Purge. And it's literally cowboys versus Indians. I shit you not. It's a group of cowboys who eventually are trying, who start the shit, and then fucking a group of Indians are trying to get across a certain border before. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This movie's, oh. Thanks, Diana. Bitch, I got you the question. I was getting there. You know how this works. I go different directions and shit. All right. Oh, God, I hope one of you have seen this fucking movie because I pulled it just because I was just like, man, I have to pull this, man. Please tell me one of you have seen this. Oh, my God. Come on, Elijah. Don't let me down. Don't let me down, 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 down. I saw it at the Dollar Theater. 3 out of 5. Really? Man, okay. Man, I just think it was a fucking funny movie. Like, Ebert and Roper tore it apart. They thought it would be funnier if it was the other way around, which I'm like, I see their point, but like, I love fucking, I am taking a mental picture of you, buddy. And he does that fucking single blink. That fucking gets me every time and shit. I should, though. It looks hilarious. Yeah. I mean, this is like an underrated fucking comedy. It didn't do well in theaters, obviously. But, Yeah, this is great. Samuel L. Jackson, Eugene Levy. There's like a character named Booty, and he fucking tries to hit him with a car, and it's just like, and he tries to interrogate him, and he's like, I'm gonna go smell the front of my car. If it smells like ass, I'm gonna put one in your head. You know, just fucking. Okay. Yeah, I pulled this because when I saw it in the box, I was like, all right, because it's actually kind of special to me. I came into a little bit of money as a teenager, like every month through my dad. So with one of the first checks I got, I went to the store, and I remember this TV show being on TV. And this is like when they first started really getting to the groove of releasing TV shows on DVD. And I was like, man, I remember watching that show, and it was $50, $50 for the whole series and everything. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy it, man. Buy it like my fucking adult purchase and shit. You know what I mean? And to this day, I always say, if you ask me one of the best $50 I've ever spent, it's probably this right here. I remember that. Yeah. I'm gonna go smell the front of my car. If it smells like ass, I'm gonna put one in your head. You haven't seen it. Wow. Whoa, down boy. Down boy. They were supposed to make a movie in 2009, but it never fucking came out. It was only one season, 19 episodes, I believe. 18 episodes. 18. For some reason, this is the original one. I mean, like when I say like original ones, this is like when the DVD was first released. It is not like any fucking, yearbook edition. This is like the original one, original packaging. But I even have the sticker from the fucking, because I used to be weird, and I would keep the stickers like that on the front of the DVD. Yeah, $50 for one CD because it had all the original music. It had like fucking every episode has 2 commentaries on it. It was worth it. Yeah, it was, like I said, it was probably one of the, like I said, if you ask me, one of the best $50, if I could ever figure out a way to do the top 20 best $50 I've ever spent, I think this and that fucking hand job from that crack whore would probably be in the top 2. Hold on, I gotta reshuffle some of these on. Where's that one at? There it is. Okay. Not a movie, but a little segue into some stand-up comedy. This is the Southern Gents comedy. It features Ron White, Otis Lee Crenshaw, Vic Henley. Oh, God rest Vic Henley. And Steve McGrew, who is fucking hysterical. That's a comedian. I hope she washed her hand before the No, I wanted that fucking grimy feeling, man. I was fucking, and it was fucking no. She didn't wash her hand. It would have cost extra. I was like, fuck that noise. It's already $50. Fuck that. But Well, I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with Ron White. I'm pretty sure. I got thrown out of a bar in New York City. Otis Lee Crenshaw is like a singing country comedian who is fucking hysterical. It's a fucking songs about being about fucking a bag lady, about being fucked by his inmate in prison. Like in the moonlight, he almost looks like her. He almost looks like her. It's just fuck great shit. He sings a song about like it looks like he's gonna confront somebody robbing him. And he's singing a song about like, somebody confronting him and robbing him. And he's just like, do anything you want to the girl, just don't hurt me. Oh God, he's fucking great. Vic Henley on here is phenomenal. It's the only stand-up I've ever seen with Vic Henley. I should really look up some more stuff with him because he passed away years ago. And he's very funny in this one. Like one of his jokes is like he went to, I think it was South Carolina and did some jokes out of college. And afterwards, they're like, hey, he didn't know that their mascot was the Gamecocks. Everything. So after he got done with his set and everything, they asked him, they're like, hey, so are you staying for the rest of Cockfest? And he didn't know. And the only reference he had, he was just like, well, the only thing I know about is Lobster Fest. And that's all you can eat lobster for $9.99. So Cockfest, probably funnier if he does it. And Steve McGrew is just, I've probably stolen from Steve McGrew on here. I probably owe him a check. Oh God, what's the Steve McGrew one? I can't think of any off the top of my head, but like this is actually a comedian my mom likes. Like when we would take trips to like North Carolina and shit, that would be a comedian we would listen to. We would listen to Steve McGrew and everything. I'm trying to think of a fucking. Let me look at his fucking CDs. Hold on. Oh, okay. Here. I'll just play one.
Kids watch movies over and over. Over and over. I like porno. I can only watch that 300-400 times. That's that porno jazz, sir. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. Everybody knows that. That's the only place you find that music. There's no radio station. All porno, all day. You're not going to be driving in your car and turn on the radio and hear, wow, oh, leave it there, baby. I love that song. They put that music on there to let you know the good shit is fixing to happen. Because you just want the sex part. You don't want to have to watch them act. Yeah, they can't act. I'm Miss Johnson, your new secretary. What happened to my old secretary? I do not know.
Okay. Oh, maybe. Oh, I know the one I stole from him. When you go to the Dollar Tree and you just start putting shit in your cart because it's only it's only $1. Only $1. Then you get up to the register and it's like your total's $87. Like, I don't need some of this shit. That's a Steve McGrew right there. He's fucking great. If you have Spotify or Apple Music, look up their albums. I think Ron White needed no introduction, young guys. All right, this next one's a twofer here. I kept hearing about this, this is back when direct-to-DVD movies would actually be big. or you hear whispers about and shit, and you got to go out and see it. This is what I heard about, and I can't remember if Brendan sent it to me or if I just fucking bought it. I can't remember, but it was a take on the found footage era at the time. Instead of like, oh, we here's the video camera, like it was all taken from security cameras and shit. Look. I don't think anybody famous is in it. Yeah, I'm not seeing any big names. Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, well then, no point in the TV show that they made of it, which was actually really it. If you want to see Gianna Michaels with a dick, Elijah, there you go. You can check out Look. Because adult star Gianna Michaels has a cameo in there, but they give her a dick and shit. It's pretty fucking wild. Okay. This one, man, I was hoping Jackson would be here tonight so you could fucking see this one. Because like when I was moving away from Houston, or no, not moving away. No, it was a birthday, I think. I can't remember. It was either going away gift or birthday gift, one or two. I can't remember. But she was like, I know you probably already have it. And I did. But I was like, of course I'm going to keep it because you got it for me. But Baby Mama with Tina Fey, Amy Poehler. I have, bitch, I don't know your life gift saved in my phone for occasions. It's okay. Come on, man. I mean, I'm biased because of my fucking Tina Fey obsession. Like, come on, Steve Martin is a little kooky in it. It's good. Amy is great in this. Plus, I didn't know Steve Martin was in it until I went and saw the movie. I don't remember seeing Steve Martin in any of the advertising. And then when I went and saw it, I was like, oh, motherfucking Steve Martin. Awesome. Which, let me grab that. There's another Steve Martin movie I want to talk about. Hold on. I picked it out. There you are. I always say this, because that top 30 favorite movie or top 20 or 30, whatever the fuck it is, always gets fucked up, man. Because like whenever I find a certain movie I have on DVD or like one in the store that I'm just like, oh fuck, that is one of my favorite fucking movies. Then I'm like, oh fuck, well then this one's got to be moved. I'm just like, man, that fucking top 20, 30 just be fucking around because I forgot like this Steve Martin movie is probably one of my favorite movies. You know, and it's one of those movies you watch when you're younger and you're like you're entertained by it. But the more you watch it when you grow up, you understand it more and more. So like you get a joke here, you get a joke there, more and more you grow up. And this was definitely one of them. Roxanne with Daryl Hannah, Damon Wayans actually in here. If you look hard enough, Fred Willard in here. So good. Good. Wow. I didn't see that one coming. David, I could have saw Amazing Film coming, but not from Elijah. I didn't see that one coming. I would have lost money on that one. But yeah, Roxanne, this is one I wish they do like some like Arrow video set on, man. Put some commentary and shit on here. You know, like the movies I want to see on like those fucking Arrow sets, they would never fucking, they would never fucking do. You know, like the movies I want in Criterion and shit, they'd never put in Criterion. This is one that I would want like Criterion or fucking Arrow, whatever, just so I can get like some decent, because this doesn't even have special features. It doesn't have nothing. Steve was big in the 80s. Oh, yeah, totally. But this is another one that like probably I've left out of like my top 20 or 30 favorite movies because like I grew up watching it. Like, I had it on VHS, and like I said, the more I grew up watching it, the more I would understand a joke here and there. And then learning it was basically based off, Cyrano de Bergerac. I was like, oh, well, fuck. Okay. I used to act it out as a kid. That's how much I fucking knew it. Like fucking the fish. Wow. Like fucking you put the seasoning on the fish. Thanks, Chris. I would have went and got it myself, but I was too embarrassed. I know it too fucking much. You see this? He only left enough money for one drink. I know like the most obscure fucking parts of this movie. If you want like a fucking, your nose was on time, but you were 15 minutes late. There we go. There's like a good line. Your name wouldn't happen to be Dick, would it? Mm-hmm. It's how I learned to play lowball. Never heard of the game lowball until I fucking watched this movie. Okay, I guess we're done romanticizing fucking. Okay, I just want to see if fucking David has seen it or his fucking reaction to it. Let's do the bet again. Oh, okay, I'm gonna bet some on Eviscerate. And probably some on half on Eviscerate, half on fucking Never Seen. All right, before I even go into this. But as a kid, well, not a kid, as a teenager, growing up, I was a huge fan of this young lady. And when they were coming into this movie, fucking, I was there. I was fucking there. I was like, fucking, I'm there to see it. And for a long time, I used to think like this is one of my favorite fucking movies. But then, like, to really reevaluating things, I'm like, maybe we shouldn't put it there. Like a lot of movies have left that fucking category now. Like I don't think White Oleander is no longer part of that. Bubble now, and I don't think this movie is. And I really got to look at that list again. Anyway, point being, this one is no longer in that category here, but Crossroads. Damn, I should have bet it all on Eviscerate. Wait, can we back up? Can you tell us how you really feel about it? Again, it comes from a biased standpoint because I'm a Britney guy. You know, so. But to be fair, I can't tell you the last time I fucking watched this movie. I had it queued once. You said to see how I. Wait a minute. I had it queued once. You said you wanted to see how I. Plus, this movie has Dan Aykroyd in it. That's another fucking seasoning you can throw in something. It's probably going to be fucking okay. What'd you put in this to make it okay? I put some Dan Aykroyd in it. All right. This one I pulled I just saw it. I can't tell you the last time I watched this fucking movie. The only thing I remember is one part, and it's probably not going to be the part that I wonder what Britney would be like if she quit singing and did movies. If Dan Aykroyd was asked what's his biggest Really? You don't think it'd be Yogi Bear? Yogi Bear is pure cinema compared to that dumpster. Oh my god. Oh my. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. If you had that queued before I want to see David's reaction, did you already know what movie it was? Pure cinema. No, I just knew the typed response was correct. You took a gamble in it and you believe it paid off in your world. I mean, listen, I can probably understand it's probably not your flavor. I get that. Okay, I can respect that. You're like, you know what? Not my type of movie. That I can understand. Okay, you know, I can even go as far as I can even bring you down to fucking I don't like it. Cool, but like I think you're bringing it. I think you're bringing it on a little too thick here. As the people say on the internet, it's not that serious, bro. Fucking Yogi Bear's pure cinema. Oh my god. 8 o'clock. Okay, that's one. I'm not gonna. Okay, you know what? You don't have to get an attitude with me. Barbed wire is awesome. Okay, all right. I knew Elijah seen this one. I don't fucking. That's the reason I pulled it. I was just like, I'm gonna see what Elijah says. I'll be honest, I don't remember much from it. Not even the titties. I don't remember when the titties come out. I just remember the grenade falling on the fat guy and boom. I just remember that. That's the only thing I remember. I haven't watched this in so fucking long. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's right. I pulled it for last week, but I never got to. I actually pulled the Blu-ray of this last week, but I never got around to it last week. I have all the comics and the DVD and the movie poster. Okay, then. You had the fucking. I'm surprised you don't have the movie on a fucking Super Nintendo cartridge at that point. I have all the comics, the DVD, the movie poster. I have the cameraman's social security card. I have the director's fucking keypad number. Like, what the fuck? Oh, all right. The one I had pulled last week, I had the Vestron series Blu-ray of this movie. Earth Girls Are Easy. That one I would have lost money on too. I had fucking David saying cinema to Earth Girls Are Easy. 5 out of 5. Fucking normally I can be like, oh gee, I wonder why. With fucking like this one, I got nothing. But yeah, I actually fucking I think I may have told this story before, but I was in St. Louis visiting my aunt and grandmother, and I think like my mom and grandmother and everybody, they were going to the casino or some shit one night. I wasn't going because I was not of age, obviously. And instead of like doing something else, I was just like, just take me to the video store, man. So I rented Bean, the movie, you know, and then I rented this. This is something like I could watch. I never seen it at that point, you know, because I only knew Gina Davis from A League of Their Own at that point, you know. So I watched this and fucking fell in love with it. You know, it wasn't until years later when I started getting DVDs when I finally picked it up. You know, plus Julie Brown's in it. You know, Jim Carrey, Damon Wayans, Jeff Goldblum, which, and of all the movies Jeff Goldblum have done, this one, I'm like, why don't people fucking talk about this movie more? You know, people look at Jeff Goldblum's resume like, all right, Jurassic Park, okay, informational show on Disney Plus, right on. You know, The Fly, a horror movie, cool. Like, Earth Girls Are Easy. So, Mr. Goldblum, could you tell us more about that? Yeah, like you figure that would stick out like a sore thumb somewhere. You know, like I don't know. And Gina Davis, chef's kissing dude. I will say, yeah. Plus, I love the music in here. The music's fantastic. Julie Brown doing some of the songs. Plus, Julie Brown was also one of the writers of the movie. And she was in the fucking movie. You know. Plus, Michael McKean's in here, but I never believe that's Michael McKean. It never sounds like him, and it blows my mind. You know, I sometimes just for shiggles, I go watch the Damon Wayans and fucking the Damon Wayans dance scene, on YouTube. I don't know, it's kind of like a nice little pick me up. You're having a bad day, go watch the Damon Wayans fucking. Go watch the Damon Wayans dance scene. That's another like top 20 I've kind of been working on, behind the scenes here at me. Is like some other top 20s. It's just one is just like most obscure videos I watch. I find myself going back to watch. Yeah, we watched it before in here. It's fucking phenomenal. Like two obscure dance scenes in movie history that I find myself going back to watch occasionally. I just went and watched the other one the other day. One is the Damon Wayans one from Earth Girls Are Easy. The other one is Will Ferrell, Chris Kattan, Elisa Donovan, and the other, I can't remember the other girl. To Amber, This Is Your Night, and Night at the Roxbury, man. Like fucking those go so hard. And the third one, here's the other thing. In the third, like, here's the top three. Fucking right here. Ready for this one? Fucking Stifler versus Bear and American Wedding. Those three I will fucking occasionally go back and watch. Yeah, she's a co-writer, I believe. Let me see. Oh shit, it's really far away. Written by Julie Brown and Charlie Coffey. Written by Julie Brown and Charlie Coffey. Oh, this next movie. Oh, fuck. I don't even know how to set it up. I guess when it came out, it was already being fucking dragged through the mud. So I went and caught a theater one day, and I will say, I was like, this is kind of fucked. Like I was like, this movie's kind of fucked, but there was something to it where I was just like, there was a couple things in there where I'm just like, and there was a couple things I found myself laughing. To me, I think if I had to define guilty pleasure, because like it's very hard for me, when people ask like, "What's your guilty pleasure?" There's not, because I'm not really ashamed at some of the things I like, but I think this would probably be one of them. Like to a weird degree, I kind of dig it in a stupid, fucking retarded ass way. Like like in a short bus type of movie way. Like if you had a movie, like if a movie had a baby and the baby came out fucking with downs, that's still your baby though. You still made that baby. You're gonna love that baby, and you're gonna walk into the bus every day to get on the fucking. There you go. Like that's how I feel about this movie. Never heard of this. It was during the movie era where there was date movie, epic movie, Disaster movie, obviously. Oh fuck, what was it? Meet the Spartans was one. Oh god, there was like a few others that I can't remember, and they were just basically like quote unquote parodies at this time. Yeah, we all need shame. We'll all be friends forever. Unless a random disaster destroys the city. Oh, that shit's fire! It was in theaters for like 2 fucking weeks. Because it came out and it was just fucking, it just disaster. It was a disaster when the movie came out. You know? But like, it has these 2 catchy fucking songs in it. I'm going to see if I can get away with it. Hold on. I think, which one would I have better odds? You know what? I'm gonna try and fucking Matt Damon. I'm fucking Matt Damon. There it is. The theater never had it. Oh, okay. That's probably why. I don't know. Remember Code 7? If it says stream suspend, because sometimes y'all just react and say damn, and I think y'all reacting to the content. Remember Code 7 if we.
I'm fucking Matt Damon.
You're fucking Matt Damon? Well, I'm fucking Hannah Montana. She's fucking Hannah Montana. Blasted in my closet, busting up my parents' bed. After school, up my locker in the car, give her head. I'm also fucking the flavor.
Yeah, boy, she's fucking Flavor Flav, fool. You know what time it is because
I'm fucking Junie Junior.
Yeah, but it's true. Flavor Flav, he fucks me too.
and I swap with Calvin and she swaps with that dude. Then we're all fucking Hellboy.
Yeah, they're fucking Hellboy and I'm fucking the Hulk. When I get really mad, I start fucking Iron Man. I'm most uncomfortable screw, but I fucked up gracious too.
Ding dong.
Who's that ringing on my bell?
The bitch who's fucking Iron Man. That's IRONMAN. And I fuck him in the mouth.
That's fucking great because I'm fucking Wolf.
He's fucking Wolf, ain't that a pity? Cause I'm fucking those bitches from Sex in the City.
He fucks the Sex and the City gals. So I wondered, would Wolf really get jealous if he knew we were fucking that guy with the big utility belt?
They're all fucking Batman at Wayne Manor in the Batcave. Butler Alfred is our much riddle me this holy bathhouse. I'm fucking Amy Winehouse.
He's fucking Amy Winehouse. Now on the down low. Now fucking Jessica Simpson. Cause I'm on low. She's fucking Jessica Simpson. Oh yeah. And I think I might have fucked that part up. Everyone's fucked me and I fucked them back to see. And the Mexican too with the tragic hairdo.
Call it heads. I'm fucking Diddy.
I'm fucking at my model cause he's so fine. And I like to get up in them Calvin Kleins. It's true, JD, fuck my ass again. But I'm also fucking Prince Caspian.
I am some and I am cool. That's why this prince fucks the kids from high school.
Let's hear it. Now the time's party. You know what time it is. No, what time is it? It's time to get fucked. No, fuck me. Fuck me. We fucks all us kids in high school under the bleachers in the showers while we're changing for gym class.
I'm fucking Obama.
Fucking Indiana's ass.
Fucking Indiana and I'm fucking Hancock.
Fucking Hancock and I'm fucking Beowulf.
You know you like it, and I'm fucking Kung Fu Panda. And I'm fucking Michael Jackson.
Tell me that shit ain't catchy. What year did this come out? I don't know. When did fucking Disaster Movie come out? 2008. There's another one. Like, when I sat there before I fucking, like, typed and shit, I was debating which one to go with. That's why I was like, fucking Matt Damon, I think, would be better. Because there's another one at the beginning. That's why the kids from high school were there at the end. There's another one, like, We'll Be Friends Forever. I figured because that was, like, an original to the movie. You know, like, I figured I'd get hit with that quicker. But, like, I got the heads up, like, midway through that one. That's why I was like, I'll let it ride. So, yeah, but Disaster Movie. I know. How do you think some of the people feel about that? Like, fucking, they wake up early. Like, fucking call time to set is like 5:30 in the morning, you know? And they get up and fucking, they probably fucking brew themselves some fucking coffee and shit. You know, they're having this fucking good day. They're working in fucking Hollywood, man. You know, they're about to go work on a fucking movie that's gonna be shown in fucking thousands of theaters and shit. And he gets there that day, and fucking he has to film 4 women making 4 men dressed as women, you know, as a joke to make a Sex and the City joke about fucking Batman. And he's just like, man, this is my art, man. You know, my name's gonna be on this. You know? Let's see. Only a couple left here. Oh, we forgot to do the purple. Oh, okay. Let's do the other one. Incredible. And people were paid for that. Oh my god. Did you watch it, David? Is this your way of saying like you watched it and it was fucking terrible, or have you seen like enough of their movies where you're just like fuck it? Because I'll be honest, people love Date movie where it made fun of all the romantic comedy. I'll be honest, I fucking hated it. I was like, this is fucking stupid. Epic movie, I was like, there's actually a couple fucking funny jokes in here. You know, there's still some stupid shit, but there's some obvious shit like the white bitch. Like, okay, like fucking, I think any 3 of us could have fucking wrote a fucking better year. There you go, that's a new word. A better joke. You know? You know, there was just certain things in there. Disaster movie is just so fucking so bad that like it's not even a fucking story. There's barely a story in there. None of the movies they make fun of is nothing in the film they make fun of is from the disaster fucking you know, genre. You know, this was absolute trash. The only thing that I take away from it are those 2 fucking songs. You know, like I'm like you can fuck the movie. You know, but like those 2 fucking we'll all be friends forever. Unless that I can get down with, but all right. All right, the other box set I picked up for tonight. Man, when it came out, I was collecting DVDs hard at the time, everything, and giggity. And I was like, you know what? I'm buying this. So I just got my job at Tivana, the tea place back in the day. So with my first check, I went out and bought Christmas gifts for my mom, sister, and I bought myself this, and it literally left me with like $20 for the next 2 weeks because that's how much I wanted this set. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly believe. If you want to view paradise, simply look around. Okay. Well, yeah, when they announced this back in the day, I was like, I gotta get this. Comes with a pure imagination full color book. Like what is it? Like how many pages is this? 127 page book. And look, see you suckers later. I'm going to the fucking chocolate factory. See ya, suckers. Oh, here's some photos again. I'm not going to take out all the photos. I'm sorry. This was the case that comes in, a little chocolate bar. You've never seen this set before. Wow. Okay. Well, I'll crack open the photos for you. Put in the photos here. It's well, it's not even photos. It's like replicas of like letters. Like here's like a replica of the letter to Jack Albertson, who plays Grandpa Joe. So it has a lot of stuff like that in here. Or like, here's a replica letter that comes in here. Mr. Gene Wilder. Dear Gene, we are delighted that you are Willy Wonka. Enclosed is the revised script, which I hope you will enjoy. The costume sketches will be ready early next week, and I will put them in the mail as soon as they come in. All the best from us. Sincerely, Stan Margulies. So you get like the replicas of those and everything. Plus, I think there's like some other, like I said, other photos and goodies in here. Hey, what the hell is this? Oh, more replicas. Okay. So you get that. Plus, this is the chocolate block. Stroke time. Chocolate bar. That's where your Blu-ray and DVD and features are. The other two, can we all just agree that they only needed Grandpa Joe and his wife in one bed? They only had that one bed, so they all had to sleep in one bed, man. They get a nice little tin pencil case with a eraser. It's supposed to smell like chocolate, but this I bought this set years ago, so we're gonna see if it still smells like chocolate. Nah, just a rubber eraser now. Used to smell like chocolate. And it does have pencils that apparently did these smell like the thing? Yeah, okay, yeah. These are scratch and sniff pencils. So one's banana, one's blue raspberry, one's hair cream, and one's snozberry. I never opened them though. Okay, let's do it then. Let's open one. Let's do blue raspberry. Let's do fuck me blue raspberry. All right, scratch and sniff. Let's get a little scratch somewhere. Oh, damn! That is pungent. Whew. Like once you scratch it, like holy fuck. That's incredible. Whoa! That's like fucking like almost like a smelling salt. Jeez Louise, man. That's like Coke. It comes with the DVD. It's both. Getting high off pencils. That's what I'm like, man. Holy shit. I'll be back for you. Keep it good. 5 out of 5 say. Yeah, this is number 17,694 out of 100,000. So, all right. And this is not a fancy set or anything. There is kind of a kooky story behind it. This is a bootleg set. This is a complete. Oh well, it's missing 2 seasons. It's missing the All-Star season of Celebrity Apprentice and the Arnold Schwarzenegger season. Would you believe this fucking box set caused so much fucking chaos between me? All right, I'm gonna give you 3 options. This box set caused chaos between A, me and my mom, B, me and my sister, or C, me and the baby mama. David said, quick, boom. Yeah. So check this out. When she was living with us in Illinois, right? Listen, y'all got to understand, man. I may buy something for like the live and shit like that, and it may not work out and shit. I'm letting you guys know, if I come on here and say like, fucking, I bought this for like $9, trust me, it could have been a hit for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very fucking tight budgeted person. You know, like the fucking the Venmo and PayPal are down there for a reason. You know, like every little bit helps and shit. Anyway, my point being is I'm a very budgeted person. So now she's pregnant at the time. I think we're like, what are we in? May? So we're 2 months in. You know, 2.5 months in at this point, right? So she's living in Illinois. I only watched the first season when they aired on TV week to week. So did I. Until they got to the celebrity one. You know? So anyway, she's living with us. So we figured one day we go to the fucking flea market. You know, I just started working this job that I fucking hated and got paid and everything. Now I have a kid on the way. So, you know, I'm fucking thinking in my brain already, like, all right, we're going to the flea market. You know, I got to look at price, you know, like fucking we buy this and this. Okay. So we fucking go having a great time, you know. Didn't really find all that much, you know. I couldn't find anything. I was mainly going because I like to look at certain things because some people want like eBay prices at the flea market or whatever. So anyway, I come across this. I was just like the complete edition. I'm like, what the fuck? And I opened it up and looked at it and I realized what it was. It was just like one of those like bootleg put together. Like the inside is just you know, these kind of things. You know, they're just all in like a CD bundle here. So I asked the guy at the table how much the set is. He said $30. You know, there's like a thing of bleachers right there, and my mom, sister, baby mama were all sitting there. Hence why I gave you the 3 options. You know, and I was like 30. I was like, man, because I like The Apprentice, but I haven't watched it in so long. Now, I like I've said 100 times before, I political Trump, not a fan. Okay, but you know, reality host and fucking real estate fucking tycoon and casino owner Trump, not a bad guy in my opinion. Okay, but The Apprentice, I fucking liked the show and everything, so I was like, fucking, it had all the seasons up into that point except for Celebrity All Stars and then of course the Arnold Schwarzenegger season. So he was like $30. I was like, fuck. I was like, if he'll take 20 on this, because it's a fucking bootleg. You know? I'm like, it's a fucking bootleg, man. Like fucking $30, you know? So I went over there and talked to the fucking 3 of them out. They're like, how much does he want for it? I was like, 30. And I was like, I might ask him to take 20. And that's where I went wrong. Because she was like, what do you mean you're going to ask him to take 20? I was like, well, I mean, he's asking 30. I figured maybe he'll take 20 for it. And she was just like, you're going to spend $20 on that? I was like, yeah, I like The Apprentice. It's all of them on DVD. And she was just like, yeah, but we're saving money for a baby. And I was like, well, duh. I know what I'm doing here. And it just, long story short, it just kept going back and forth like that to the point where, like, I was like, you know what? Meanwhile, we're in front of the guy at the fucking flea market now. This guy's witnessing this fucking fight go down. I was like, you act like I'm not saving any fucking money or anything. And he's just like, $25. So finally, she just fucking walks away. And I was like, you sure you won't take 20? He's like, I gotta have 25, man. So he goes down to 25. And I was just like, fucking, if she's getting pissed off at 20, she'll fucking take out my kneecaps at 25. So I walked away. So here's a nice little fucking fun story, though. As I'm walking away, I come across this booth that has all this Crystal Pepsi merch, like from the 90s, and I was just looking at it, and they're just like, hey, this is our last day at the flea market, so like some of the stuff is probably lower than what you're seeing on the table. I was like, right on, so I was just looking, and I saw just a bottle, it was just a Crystal Pepsi bottle. I liked it, and it said $3, and they're just like, you can have that for $1. I was like, okay, cool, so I give them $1, and then they're just like, you know what, here, and they give me 3 of the like empty cans of like Crystal Pepsi. They're like, here, take these 2, just take them. I was like, right on, thanks, guys, and then remember, like back in the day, you go into like a store, and the fucking they'd have the shelf, and then they'd have like the shelf lining be like, so it'd be like a Dr. Pepper shelf, and then they'd have like the little paper lining and it'd say Dr. Pepper. They gave me like a roll of the Crystal Pepsi paper and shit. And it just made my day so much better. Like they were giving me all this fucking Crystal Pepsi shit for spending $1. And then I saw something else on the table. I think it was, fuck, I don't remember what it was. If I found it in the box, I would remember. But it was $2. And they're just like, no, just give us $1 for that. And I was just like, no, y'all have given me so much stuff. I'm gonna give y'all the $2 on this one. And they're like, well, thank you. And then they had like the big fucking convenience store cooler for Crystal Pepsi. And they're just like, that's $5 if you want it. I was like, man, if I could fucking if I had room in my car, that'd be coming home with me right now, man. That'd be fucking that. Y'all be seeing that in the background. If I had room in my car that day for that Crystal Pepsi fucking thing. So like now I'm all fucking happy and shit. Plus they gave me another fucking bottle, another glass bottle of Crystal Pepsi. I'm happier than a pig in shit now. I don't give a fuck I don't give a fuck about the argument anymore. My mom and sister had to fucking witness that fucking shit too, by the way. Not only the flea market guy, but my mom and sister and shit. So anyway, I have all this Crystal Pepsi shit, and I know we're going back to the car and everything. So like, I have all my Crystal Pepsi shit. And I catch up. I'm like, hey babe, look. And she's like, what? Look at all this Crystal Pepsi stuff. And I told her the whole story that I just told you guys. And they're like, Pepsi. And I don't know why I was talking like that. And she was just like, okay. Like what? And that just made me even more mad. Because like I was so excited for the Crystal Pepsi shit and she was not. So now I'm even more fucking mad. So we were going to Target that was nearby to pick up fucking groceries. Okay. So we're driving on the way there. And I forgot to tell you guys, but this was the weekend of my birthday. So my sister, I hear, oh, by the way, I hear the bag crinkling. She was like, here, happy birthday. And she passes it into the back seat. You know, I was like, oh, thank you. And I was like, I take it you heard the argument. You know, and I know nobody said it, but I'm pretty sure they thought it. Like the whole goddamn flea market heard it. You know, here's the thing though, man. Fucking baby mama didn't say a fucking word. She didn't say a fucking word. I didn't say a fucking word. I just said, thank you. I guess you heard what happened. And I put the fucking set down next to me. Yeah, my sister bought it for me for my birthday. I did ask her later. I'm like, did he take 20 or 25? And she was like, he took 25. I was like, fuck. I was hoping my sister would get it down to 20 and shit. So now, here's the PS to the fucking, now I have the set and everything. So I have the set and everything. We're at fucking Target. Now I'm even more pissed because she wasn't impressed. Fucking first the argument, then she's not impressed with my Crystal Pepsi collection. You know? Oh, exactly. Oh, fuck. That's why. That's why I still have it. And plus, I'm just a physical media guy. You know, but I keep this regardless and shit. Because, like, one, I like The Apprentice. And to answer your question, to backtrack on your question, no, they've only officially released season 1. You know, which was a cool DVD set. You know, used to open when you open the DVD, you say you're fired. You know, which was really cool. But yeah, this has all the regular season ones with the regular people, and it has all the celebrity ones except for said All-Star one. Doesn't have that one shot Arnold Schwarzenegger one, but it's a really cool set. You know, here's the PS to the fucking story. So we're at Target and shit, and now I'm pissed, and we're eating the Pizza Hut that's at Target and shit. And this is long before I fucking was like, there was a ban on Pizza Hut in my fucking house. So I'm pissed. You know, I'm just eating, not saying anything. Because that's how I get. I get like real shut down when I'm very pissed off about shit. Unless it's like something I'm willing to fucking fight for. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'll fucking make a fucking scene. You know? So I was just like, I'm going to the bathroom, which was true. I needed to go to the bathroom. So, sorry. So I go to the bathroom, and apparently my mom tells me later that she's basically telling them what I told you guys about fucking me being a penny pincher and shit. You know, like I've told you guys before, my mom tells people, like, if I need to save a quarter for a week, I'll figure out a fucking way to do it. You know what I mean? So, and she didn't understand that. You know, and she never understood that because whenever I tried to save money when we were together and shit, she would fucking never fucking understand that. All right, that's the last of the sets tonight. We got just a couple left here. Let's see, what do we got here? All right, we got 5 left here. Fucking, where's my, there it is. Hook. This is another one that pops up on like those reviews as just like fucking, you know, people didn't like. And I was just like, well, I went and saw this in theaters. I used to have a crush on like Julia Roberts for a while because of this movie. Maybe not Julia Roberts, but fucking like Tinkerbell. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Which psychopath? I don't know. Sometimes I run into reviews online where people don't like it. I think this is the one. Wait a minute, hold on. Spielberg directed this, right? Why is it not saying director on the back? I know I'm high, but Steven Spielberg film. There it is. It's like one of the few Steven Spielberg movies I like. I like this, Catch Me If You Can. in the list. It was sold out all day. Wow. When I was staying with the baby mom, like just visiting, this DVD set got me through some hard times, man. Let me tell you. Ooh, the Money Pit, Burbs, Dragnet, Triple Z, man. Because like she didn't have a lot of movies there, which that was just fucking like, oh my god, I might as well just hang myself. The only movie she had was like The Waterboy and the Medea movies. Like, and I'm not exaggerating. I'm not like, oh, she just had all the crap movies. No, it was literally the Medea movies and The Waterboy. So like, I can only watch The Waterboy so many times. And the one Medea movie that no, because Witness Protection wasn't out yet. Yeah, that wouldn't fit the timeline. No, it had to be out. Yeah, because I don't think she had that one. Because I was like, fuck, I'd watch that one. That one I don't give a shit watching. You know? But like I finally went to Walmart one day and I found this. It was in their $5 bin at the time. But Dragnet was the one that I would watch a lot. I kept watching Dragnet a lot. Because I was like, if I have to watch The Waterboy one more time, it's going to get to a point where I'm going to hate the fucking movie. And I'm kind of in a spot right now with The Waterboy where, because of that time where I'm just like when I went on Elijah, if you remember in the group chat when I was on vacation, you know, like, hey, Willie, you going live tonight? I'm on vacation. I was actually watching The Waterboy while on a treadmill because they had like a TV in the treadmill and shit. It was pretty cool. That's the last time I've seen The Waterboy, I think. Doesn't give me PTSD or anything, but Dragnet's my favorite, I think, out of the three. All right. All right. The last four, I think, are all cult classics or ones that people don't talk about, something like that. Let's go with, we'll go with I think the most known of the four. The one scene of this movie that always bugged me though is fucking homeboy trying to fucking give away cherry flavored condoms, and I'm just like, cherry flavored condoms are a thing. Like, who out here getting blowjobs with condoms on? You know, like at that point, like, what are we doing? What's next? What are we gonna? You gonna jerk me off with a rubber glove? Like what? Saw this at the Dollar Theater with friends and fell asleep. Motherfucker, there could be a cement truck in your fucking house and you would fucking fall asleep. Maybe opening your door. We're not being too loud, are we? No. Okay. Fuck. Been a long time since I've watched this one now. I used to watch it a lot when I was a kid. I was gonna end on this, but I think I'll do it next. This is an underrated Whoopi Goldberg movie, Bogus, with Gennard Depardieu and Haley Joel Osment before The Sixth Sense. Before The Sixth Sense, after Forrest Gump. Really? The Burb's in your top 15? Wow, interesting. Maybe one night I should just fucking do the top 30 favorite movies. Finally fucking get it all out there, man. Maybe I can finally figure it out. And I have been working on top 20 favorite songs. I've really been fucking putting that together in my head quite nicely lately. You know? Never heard of Bogus. It's about Haley Joel Osment, who has, he draws a friend and he becomes real and shit, but only he can see him. You know? So kind of like The Sixth Sense, but like in a friendly way. You know, because like Bogus, played by Gennard Depardieu, is an invisible friend in a sense. You know, only he can see him and shit. And Whoopi Goldberg is taking care of Haley Joel Osment, I think, from like a friend because somebody died. I don't know. I can't remember. You know, and please take that. What? Oh, really? Right here in front of my map. What do you have against Bogus, man? Bogus is good. It's a magical, heartfelt adventure. I didn't say that. The back of the box said it, but my sentiments. Man. What was the last movie? What was that crash out he had earlier on? Disaster movie. Okay. Man, that fucking, that kind of hurts. Yeah. Like, I can understand you hating disaster movies. Duh. You know? But like, man, like that one, I'm just like, do you need some help? Do you need someone to talk to? Because I'm starting to think it's not the movie, man. Like, is there something wrong with you? Are you angry at somebody? You want to talk about it? Always the movie. I don't know. That feels a little personal there. Again, I can give you disaster movie. Like, people do hate that fucking movie, and it's justified, you know. But fucking, I don't know, Bogus there. You like, I feel like you're lashing out is the problem. All right. Last two here. I was in 8th grade when this movie came out, and they asked me one weekend, "Hey, what'd you go do this weekend, Will?" I was like, "Oh, I went and saw this movie." They're like, "No, you didn't." I was like, "Yeah, I did." And they're like, "No, you didn't." I had a shirt with a pocket, and it just so happened I just wore the same shirt from the night before, and I had the ticket in there, the ticket stub. So I pulled it out. I was like, "Look," and they're like, "You really did." And when it comes to this type of movie, nobody ever fucking brings it up, and I think it's kind of fucking bullshit, you know. I mean, like, wow, it's like the critique is the name of the film. Oh, fuck off. Finally, back on track. I don't like you sometimes. Yeah, but when people talk about like the best fucking Disney movies, nobody wants to fucking bring up Recess School's Out, man. Oh, fucking Cinderella, Snow White, Moana, like Inside Out 2. Nobody wants to fucking nobody wants to be brave and say fucking Recess School's Out. You think this is in the top 5 though? Even top 15? Motherfucker, top 3. Top 3, a Goofy movie. Recess, School's Out. Like I said, top 3, like in a Goofy movie. 2, Recess, School's Out. 3, Aladdin. Yeah. Took me a while to get there, but I got there. Aladdin. 4, Return of Jafar. 5, an extremely goofy movie. Okay. All right. I can give you Aladdin, the only Renaissance you've lost. I love how offended he is by that. In my brain, I was like, should I just say like one of the direct-to-video like fucking titles? Like, not like Return to Far, like Recess, Tales from the Kindergarten. You know, like I just really like start throwing obscure shit out there. See how he reacts to that. And I really did have to say Aladdin because like I like Aladdin. Prince Ali, Ali Asi, Ali Ababa. Fucking that's the shit. Beauty and the Beast and Little Mermaid. Nowhere to be found. Oh, I don't know if you're aware of this, but I'm straight. Yeah, so I mean, listen. Little Mermaid, like as a kid watching it, yeah, it's fun. You know, it was a fun time watching it as a kid. You know, but like looking back on some of those now, I mean, they're fucking dog shit. You know, I mean, yeah, looking at the animation, how they hand drew it and shit like that. If you look at it from that aspect, yeah, fucking wonderful. You know, but fucking story wise and shit, it just, you know, some of the songs are catchy. Don't you la 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 la? You know you wanna kiss the girl. Whoa, you know, fucking don't get me wrong. You know, but and like, what's the other one you name? Fucking Beauty and the Beast. Fucking yeah. I mean, I don't hate it. You know, I don't love it either. Be our guest. Be our guest. I mean, fucking, you know, whatever. I'm just saying, like, when people fucking just talk about Disney. Whatever, you get my point. All right, the last one for tonight. Wow, I got them all done within the fucking time limit. Wow, that's pretty good. I didn't even plan that. Last one here is one of the rare horror movies I would watch as a kid that like really didn't scare me all that much because it was based off a property, I think, and that could have helped it. But this is the only version of this movie I have. I really want the Scream Factory version of this. It's in the Amazon wish list. Just throwing it out there. But I always like this movie. Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. Yeah, because I used to watch Tales from the Crypt episodes growing up. Watch this on HBO 4 out of 5. Yeah. Well, you fucking hold down these well damn motherfuckers. All you gotta do is give me the goddamn key. All right. But yeah, David, you weren't here the night. I said I'll say here, like fucking some of those early Disney films, fuck them. 101 Dalmatians, fuck it. Boring. Don't care. You know? Snow White, I could give a fuck less about that movie anymore. You know? Yeah, fucking hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. Fuck it. I don't care anymore. Cinderella, I'm kind of impartial to Cinderella. Just because, like, fuck, it's like every like fucking 5 years, somebody's like trying to do a new interpretations of Cinderella. I'm just like, stop. Get help. You know, so like I have no problem with the original fucking Cinderella because I think that was like my frame of reference for all Cinderella. You know, same with Snow White, I think too. Fucking Sword in the Stone, I think is just very fucking boring. You know, it's like, can somebody cut somebody, please? I like the Rescuers Down Under more than the Rescuers. Fucking fight me, don't care. The adults are go wink wink. What the hell are what is the level on those gummies? They're pretty high. I'm just telling you, man. Like some of these early Disney films, you know, I just fucking Sleeping Beauty. I don't mind. It's just not one I go back and you're like, oh fuck, man, I'm gonna watch Sleeping Beauty. Fucking, I'm impartial to it. That's one I'm just like, can we do like a new interpretation of that? Like that's one I wouldn't mind if we fucking did like a new version of that. You know? But no, it's always fucking Cinderella or Snow White we're fucking trying to fucking do now. You know? Fox and the Hound? Yep, Fox and the Hound go hard. That's one I like that one. I'm a fox and I'm a hound dog. Ooh. Like, yeah, I like Fox and the Hound. That one good. I never watched Fox and the Hound 2. Don't care. That's one I just refuse to watch. I like some of those directed. Same with an extremely goofy movie. I refuse to watch that because I love goofy movie too much. I don't think what are the Lady and the Tramp. I'm okay with. You know, it's a little slow, but we get to where we're going. It's all right. Black Cauldron, I don't think I've ever watched. That's all the ones I can think of. If there's others I missed, I'm sure, but Maybe because like some of them I just relate to fucking being in elementary school, watching in school, sitting there with my back fucking hurting, fucking, you know, I don't know. Especially like 101 Dalmatians was one of them. That was not fun watching in school. You know, you would think like, oh, we get to watch a movie today. Everybody sit on the fucking floor, just sit up. No, don't sit in a chair. I mean, just sit up. You know, we're gonna watch 101 Dalmatians. That could be why I hate that fucking movie. I know, right? Yeah, you know, cross your legs, sit up and shit, and just fucking not enough room to fucking like lean back and fucking man, fuck, man. I hated that shit. That's why I liked watching movies in fucking high school, man. At least we got to sit in our desk. You know? Best movie we ever watched in high school, or two best movies I ever watched in high school. The Patriot with Mel Gibson, they actually showed that to us, and fucking Charade with Audrey Hepburn. Well, it's about that time, guys. So this week, if you don't know, we're going to be starting Blair Witch. And then we'll figure out the rest as we go along here. Everything. So that's going to do it for us, and or for me, I should say. I will see you guys when I see you. Till next week, guys. Thanks for coming in. Till next time. Be breezy.